welcome to my channel, Crystal Collective Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are returning, thank you so much for all of your support. And also, thank you to all my new subscribers. We are at 11 subscribers, so yay, that is awesome. And if you haven't checked out my first channel, the link for that is in the description box below. I do pick a card style readings on that channel. So today's reading, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be exploring the Grande Tableau spread, which is done with the Lenormande deck, and it is done with all of the cards. And I've played around with this spread a little bit here and there, and I actually did a reading on Russia and Ukraine about a month ago. I just, for whatever reason, I wasn't in the mood for recording and all that stuff. But I'm going to be doing it again since it's been a long enough time, and I'm going to be doing, I think, like 4 different videos. I'll do China. Well, this video is going to be looking at Ukraine, then we'll look at Russia, then China, then the United States, because that's just what I'm curious about, and I would like to see what I can see with the Lenormande spread. And so this is going to be kind of a learn with me, since I am learning to master this spread. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay, so what can we see with Ukraine with the Grande Tableau spread? Oh, we have to designate a significator. So I had already thought about this the first time I did these readings. So for whatever reason, I feel like associating Ukraine with a female or a woman. So that will be the significator for Ukraine. Sorry I don't have any music on today. It feels so odd with it being so quiet, but my speaker broke, so yeah, it's going to be a quiet reading. Okay, what can we see with Ukraine through the Grande Tableau spread? What can we see about Ukraine with the Grande Tableau spread? So with the Grande Tableau spread, you are going to lay out all the cards, and you're going to lay them out 4 rows of 8, and then a 5th row of 4 at the bottom. And once I lay them all out, then we will start exploring the different ways that we can read this spread. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to name these as I pull them. Key, clover, crossroad, birds, tree, cavalier, anchor, ring, tower, whoops, lilies, the sun, fish, the lady, the star, the fox, coffin, flowers, letter, heart, clouds, cross underneath the lady. The cross was underneath the lady the last time I did this spread about a month ago, and the lady again is representing Ukraine, so that is definitely fitting with the energy of what's going on. I just want to peek at something really quick. Okay, you know, we'll get to that when we go through each of these. Okay, we have dog, bear, scythe, moon, mice, mountain, house, birch rod, which is strife, garden, ship, stork, snake, book, gentleman, and child. Okay, so the first thing that we will look at, and let's get past this stuff. So cards to the past are the left of the significator, which is the lady. So the cards to the past, or to the left, are the past. So it looks like a lot of financial stability here, and optimism and positivity, a good outlook. This is the future. Ukraine is still very hopeful for the future, but then we have the fox in the coffin, which the coffin is already happening in Ukraine. This is death, illness, sickness, loss of courage. The fox is somebody presenting themselves as a friend. So in this case, it would be a country presenting themselves as an ally to Ukraine, but really they are deceptive and not really having Ukraine's best interest. The cards above the significator are the conscious, what is conscious to Ukraine, what they are focused on, growth, attaining a goal, which is, you know, defending their country, defending their land, protecting themselves. Unconsciously, and the gentleman is Russia. That is what I used the last time I did I actually asked Ukraine and Russia, and then I set this one as Russia, and this is Ukraine. This is what Ukraine is unconsciously aware of, and this is all the suffering and death and conflict with Russia. Now that makes sense that it's unconscious, because they're in the middle of a traumatic situation. They're in a war zone. They're in active battle, so you kind of have to repress this stuff and just focus on the goal and push forward. So that makes sense that would be at an unconscious level. Doesn't mean they're not acknowledging it or aware of it, but it's like subdued at the unconscious level. So top left diagonal, from the quadrant or the significator is conscious influence. So conscious influence are messages. This could be the messages of intelligence that came to Ukraine from the United States, or it could be, yeah, I feel like it has to be probably the intelligence coming in. We have the bottom left diagonal is the unconscious influence. The unconscious influence, well, this here is talking about not seeing something clearly, or it's talking about life being difficult. But I feel like this is more like not seeing things clearly. Because, you know, in the beginning, Zelensky did not believe the intelligence that came in. The mountain is about confronting your foe, confronting your obstacle. I feel like I want to read this. Confront the mountain as you would a fierce foe. To avoid your defeat, strike hard the first blow. This clear obstacle is a chance to succeed. Courage and persistence are all you will need. This is what is unconsciously influencing this situation is, you know, wanting to defeat this enemy that has come into your country and is attacking your people. Top right diagonal is conscious possibilities. So top right diagonal from the significator, conscious possibilities for Ukraine. Impassioned views, promise good cheer, sadness that hides, veiled in the day, once disguised, soon flies away. So there's very well possibility. I feel like this may even be, this is like literally the Cavalier coming into support. I know we don't have that anymore in war, that doesn't exist, but it's, you know, that I believe Cavalier, that was a part of how we used to fight war. So it's like support, more military support. And that's connected too with the hope that is helping keep Ukraine's hope alive, as with the star card being right underneath that. Top right diagonal, or top bottom, oh my goodness, bottom right diagonal, unconscious possibility. So, where is there unconsciously Ukraine is moving towards greater good fortune and close allies, a deepening of those partnerships and allies, maybe even also a deepening of connections within. I'm immediately thinking of Zelensky and his cabinet, or the people that work with him, or maybe just a closeness of the people being very unified and close together. Okay, let's look at the corners represent the context of the situation. So let's look at the context now. And it is read in this direction. Inspiration unlocks the door. Solutions are the key. So this is talking about solutions. Okay, so solutions with the key. Solutions to partnerships. Okay, allies. Change in allies. Progress heals. A stork in range signals change. Progress heals pain. Drawn from the past, embrace kindness, and new friendships will last. Yeah, new allies, yes. Change in allies, yeah. Moon, but then we have, now the moon in the Lenormande is a bit different than in the tarot. In the tarot, it's more about deception and not seeing things clearly, but the moon, the slumbering moon, when it rises near, means that great honors are bound to appear. Intuition and perception soar in the night. Emotions wax and wane in the moon's light. So, okay, sorry, I got lost in my head because I'm like, maybe this is a shift of whoever's going to be the world power, or whatever, you know what I mean? So let me tie these again. Solutions to partnerships that involve changes that will lead towards progress. Friendships that will last. I said that with here with the loyalty with the dog. And there's great honors, I feel, for Ukraine amongst their allies. I feel like that is a part of that, as well as trying to find solutions with allies, trying to find the right allies. Okay, let's see what else we can look at. So now we can look at, let's look at the heart of the matter, which is the 4 center cards. It is the heart or core of the question or situation, its essence, answer, and outcome. Okay, so the middle 4. I feel that Ukraine is going to maintain their sovereignty because Ukraine is in the middle 4. And we have next to it fish, which is good fortune, good prospects. But with the fish, it can also be dreams shattered and turned to dismay. And reading this as it moving out from the past and this suffering here that we see underneath and coming in with the coffin, I would say this is mostly moving away. But we're not reading the past. We're just reading this 4 as the heart of the question or the situation, its essence, answer, and outcome. So I think I shouldn't be looking at it that way. See, here's where my bias gets me. Obviously, yeah, there's a lot of loss that's going to happen A cross weaves pain historically sad. Yes, this is historical. A distance too close means tidings are bad. Yeah, it's right underneath Ukraine. Suffering increases when the cross is near, but burdens can lift if you persevere. Yeah, life cloaked in darkness is hard to endure. So this is the outcome. Let's see what else we can see here. We can look at Ukraine in the 9 card spread. So you can read cards of 9 within the Lenormande. So you would pick the center card of the card of 9. See how there's 3, 6, 9, and we have a center card. This would be the heart of what you're looking at. So if we want to look more into Ukraine, a little bit more detailed, Ukraine as a nation, we could do the cards surrounding her. We could look at more into this suffering. We could look more into what this fox is about and read the cards around it. Okay, so let's look at Ukraine, okay? Again, let's go to the 9 of cards spread. Center is the core, corners of the context, so it's kind of a similar. So the context of Ukraine right now, messages coming in, good news, but then darkness and hardship. But there's great loyalty, I feel like, not only from certain allies, but of the people themselves. So again, this positive, this optimism and hope that is still there. Now we can look at 1 through 3. Conscious ideas, dreams and aspirations. Because so they're aware of the intelligence and information coming in. I feel like this may even be talking about their ability to intercept the Russian radio so easily, and this being a part of boosting their morale. Because then we have idea leading from that of focusing on the goal and feeling that yes, we can attain this goal. And we have aspirations of getting more help and having that good news of winning. 4 through 6 is current state and day-to-day life. Hopeful for the future. I do feel the meaning of this fish in a lot of this context here is the shattered. Dreams are shattered because what's underneath and kind of after it is we have the cross here that's pretty close to it, the coffin here that's not too far off. But only a little bit because there's a lot of hope still with the star here and the sun right next to it, the birds above it, the tree here, right on the diagonal. Oh wait, no, it's not on the diagonal, but yes it is. I'm talking about the fish. So I hope this isn't confusing to you. This is a very complicated spread, and so I guess just take what you can get from this. It may be more helpful for you to look this up online and see like pictorial depictions where they highlight the different cards and what they mean, or the different positions of the cards. 7 through 9 is the unconscious undercurrent shaping reality, where we come from, and our baggage. Again, we're talking about Ukraine, so the unconscious undercurrent shaping Ukraine's reality. A lot of suffering and hardness, but yet this just persistent loyalty and dedication and just refusal to give up with the dog. So let's look at Let's see. Let's look at the fox. Let's see. So this is an ally for sure. A dangerous ally. This has to be Putin. Well, wait. He's not pretending to be an ally, though. So who is pretending to be an ally of Ukraine that is really on the side of Russia? Or it could just be talking about a partnership gone wrong with the ring here. So I very well could be talking about Russia or Putin bringing death here. Well, let's first look at the four corners here. So promises coming in, good news, allies, partnerships, dangerous people, or just danger, people that intend to harm you. But with swift action you will overcome. And man's best friend, faithful and true, his soul he'd lend interest to you. Ooh. This could be, again, my bias, but I can see it here because these three seem very positive. These seem like good, loyal partnerships. This makes me think of real allies. And then we have this here talking about danger. Okay. The four corners are the context of the core of the situation, which is the fox, which is a deceptive, false ally. Okay, let me look at the other lines and see if I get more clarity. 1 through 3. Oh, and I didn't look at this. Hang on. Pause. Let's go back to Ukraine. I forgot to look at the vertical. So you look at the vertical too. Past, present, future. Past, optimism, abundance. Life will be fine. But then present. Focusing on this goal of defeating the Russian army and also dealing with heavy losses and a lot of suffering. Future, good news, hope, dedication, loyalty. Again, the cavalier with the dog. It makes me think of, yeah, allies. They're going to get enough help. So maybe, yeah, I'm right that Ukraine will maintain their sovereignty. Remember, these four cards are the potential outcome. They are the, hold up, the outcome. This is the heart of the matter. It is the heart or core of the situation. It's essence, answer, outcome. Okay, so that makes me feel a lot better. You know what else makes me feel better? I'm going to kind of go off topic here from the Lenormande, but I was pulling some cards on that day that I did this spread. I pulled from this deck on Ukraine, and I wanted to know what the outcome was, and I pulled the 6 of Wands, which is victory, but I want to show you the 6 of Wands in this deck, because this is the deck I used. I have like 10 different tarot decks that I can choose from to read, and I happened to choose this one that day, and you're not going to believe this image here. Watch, it's going to be all the way at the back. Okay, check it out. Okay, this is the card I pulled. I was asking about Ukraine. We pulled the 6, or I pulled the 6 of Wands for victory. And look at, hang on, let me check the camera, make sure. Look at the blanket on the horse. It's Ukraine's colors, blue and yellow. And it's on the victor's horse. And look at the flowers. They're sunflowers with peace signs. Anyway, I had to show that because I thought, what is the odds of me having to choose this deck And pulling that card and having that kind of symbolism match so perfectly with Ukraine in that way. So I felt that was pretty hopeful and kind of ties in what I think I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's go back to the fox. So we were now looking at the current state, day-to-day life. This fox is very hopeful. Ooh, this fox is very hopeful. But look at the coffin, all the coffins coming out, all of the losses. All of those Russian soldiers lost. So that's talking about the present. Unconscious undercurrent shaping reality. So I feel like this is just talking about, I feel like the bear is Russia. Okay, we associate Russia with the bear. And the dog is like the allies or NATO to Ukraine. And the scythe is, with it being behind the bear, I feel like it's the bear coming with the danger. I mean, yes, Putin and Xi Jinping are very dangerous. And Kim Jong-un, but North Korea doesn't really, I don't know, seem that powerful and much of a threat as China and Russia. So I don't think I'm going to do a reading on North Korea, but yeah. Okay, so now let's look at past, present, and future. Past is, again, this moving in with the troops, with optimism and expecting this loyal reaction from the Ukrainians, perhaps, with the dog. Present is the anchor, so this is like stability. I'm getting like realizing that they're in it for the long haul. That, or the stability of the Ukrainian people, the resistance. You know, think of an anchor, that's a resistance to the water pushing the boat. I feel like that fits. And then we have, yeah, resistance to this fox, which is also the bear, this deceptive bear. I don't know. I do think this is Russia, because Russia and Ukraine used to be like brothers, you know. They were not enemies until, well, I don't want to say until now, because there's been conflict going on since Crimea. So allies gone sour, I guess. And I don't think they ever were allies, but I don't think they were enemies like this. Ring to the left, and troubles begin. Your heart will be cleft and filled with chagrin. Ring to the right. So to the right, it's a positive omen. Okay, let's look at Russia down here. Well, we're going to do a whole Lenormand spread on Russia, but let's see. On the conscious mind is, yeah, conflict, quarrels, causing strife, being the aggressor. These are also the cards of fate. What, these 4 cards on the bottom. Okay, bottom 4 are the cards of fate. Apply 8 to 12 weeks from present, predictive. So the heart of the matter is predictive, and the 4 cards of fate at the bottom are predictive, as well as the cards to the right of the significator are also predictive. Okay, so yeah, a lot of loss. Through deception. I think that's Putin's deception. Yeah, I've said that like 3 times now. Yeah, a lot of loss through his own deception. Okay, so let's look at the cards of fate. The snake, the book, the gentleman, and the child. So the book is about secrets being revealed, truth being revealed. The snake is a enemy that is poised to bring you harm. So this clearly is Putin here trying to deny it or cover it, and then oh wait, this is fate. Hang on, I'm sorry. I was like reading this in the past through the present. This is future. Okay. So he's still poising himself to strike and to continue to strike. What is going to be revealed? What truth is going to be revealed to the people of Russia, I hope? The truth being revealed about Putin. And we have child. Innocence brings joy to fill your day. Friends are many, enemies are few. Embrace a fresh start and all you do, a new beginning for Russia. Let's hope. Again, I'm reading some of these with a lot of bias. Let's see, what else do we want to look at? I don't really want to tune into the suffering. We could look at what's happening with the economy with the fish. Ships can also represent money in the economy. So let me see what time I'm at. Oh, we're at 35 minutes. Okay, so you know what? I think that's good for just learning this stuff for the first time, because you could look at so many things with that, looking at the 9 card spread within the Grand Tableau, like we did with the lady and like we did with the fox. You could do that with every single one of these cards. The heart would be like if you wanted to know more about love, and in this situation it would be allies, partnerships. Or if you wanted to know more about commerce with ship I feel would be commerce, the commerce side of things. Or if you wanted to know more about this message, or anything. So yeah, so that's how you read the Grand Tableau. Again, I'm not the best at this. I have not mastered this spread yet, and yeah, I just wanted to do this because I'm curious about these 4 countries and what the Lenormande Grande Tableau can show me. And I thought it would be fun to go ahead and share this with you guys. If anyone is interested in seeing what's going on with these countries, or if you're interested in learning more about how to read Lenormande using the Grand Tableau spread. Okay, so that is the Grand Tableau reading on Ukraine. And next video will be on Russia. So stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this, please do consider subscribing and hit the like button. And thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you many blessings. Take care.